Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Panthers offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He's going to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
On the move. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They're trying to get to it. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's hauled in at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Trying to make magic with his feet. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And they got him for the sack. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Got his man. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Riley. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ready to roll. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Pitt pushing the pace. Going up top on first down. It's caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen.
Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver. Throws it to him. Great ball right through his hands. Missed opportunity for a big play. Missed opportunity for a touchdown.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Hit right back to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback knew he was going to get hit, and he stood in there and delivered a dime.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back midfield, he's got room. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Jet sweep to the receiver. At the 45, on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
There's just so many different places this defense has to have their eyes right now. They have no idea who has the football. Are they running it inside? Is the quarterback keeping it? Or are they giving it to the receiver on the jet sweep? That time, bad eye discipline on defense.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense He's going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offense facing fourth down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it past the marker. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Got his man quickly. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a look.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for him. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll try to pick up the 1st. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw here on second down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get the sack just like that.
Man, it is nice to be a cover guy when you've got a demon like this that can get after the quarterback. 4 sacks last week. That's his 3rd today. NIL, can you spell?
Afterburners coming. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Panthers are in the hurry up. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you...
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds a crease at the 20. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Pitt pushing the pace.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Off-play action on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Syracuse trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Pitt! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! What a grab and go for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. They'll try it on the ground. And the Tigers will move the sticks with the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Auburn trying to work this clock down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive. Pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup?
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run.